Amanda Stanton set out on a sunlit trail, the morning air crisp and fresh, surrounded by towering trees that seemed to reach endlessly into the sky. The forest was alive with the gentle rustle of leaves and the distant calls of birds, creating a sense of calm and wonder. Wildflowers lined the path, their colours vibrant against the green undergrowth. Amanda paused to admire them, feeling at peace in nature, her worries melting away with every step she took deeper into the woods. But as she continued, the cheerful songs of the birds faded, replaced by an uneasy silence. Dark clouds began to gather on the horizon, rolling in faster than she expected, and the wind picked up, carrying a sudden chill. A chill ran down Amanda's spine. She knew how quickly weather could turn in the mountains. The peaceful forest now felt unfamiliar, the shifting wind making the trees creak and sway. The sky darkened rapidly, thunder rumbled in the distance, and flashes of lightning lit up the clouds. Amanda realized she needed to act fast if she wanted to avoid being caught in the storm. Turning back was too far. Her only option was to push forward and find shelter. She quickened her pace, heart pounding, scanning the trail ahead for any sign of safety. The storm was closing in fast, the valley below already swallowed by shadows. The once bright landscape was now ominous, every sound amplified by Amanda's growing anxiety. Amanda took a deep breath, steadying herself. She was determined to find safety before the storm hit, drawing on her courage and experience to keep moving forward. Her perfect day had become a race against the elements. Rain began to fall in heavy sheets, soaking her clothes and making the trail slippery beneath her boots. She hurried down the trail, searching desperately for any sign of shelter. A rocky overhang, a dense thicket, anything to shield her from the storm's fury. Amanda pressed on, determined not to let fear take over. Thunder shook the ground as the storm arrived in full force. Lightning split the sky, illuminating the forest in stark white. Amanda's heart pounded. She was in the middle of a wild thunderstorm. The wind howled, rain poured in sheets, and the trail turned to mud. Amanda pulled her hood up, eyes scanning desperately for shelter. Every flash of lightning reminded her of the danger. She pressed on, soaked and shivering, refusing to panic. Amanda's adventure had become a true test of courage and survival. She needed to find cover, fast. The storm raged on, relentless. Amanda slipped and slid along the muddy trail, barely able to see through the downpour. She remembered storm safety. Avoid tall trees, open fields, and seek low ground. Lightning flashed, revealing a dark opening in a rocky hillside, a cave. Hope surged. She scrambled off the path, boots squelching in the mud. The cave was close, but the ground was treacherous. Amanda pushed forward, finally reaching the shelter and ducking inside. She leaned against the cool rock, soaked but safe. The storm's roar was muffled now, thunder and rain distant. Amanda had found her sanctuary. She waited, catching her breath, grateful for the safety of the cave. The cave was small, but perfect, dry, solid, and secure. Its walls, rough and ancient, seemed to promise protection from the wild world outside. Amanda stepped inside, feeling the immediate relief of shelter after her long, rain-soaked trek. The air was cool, but not cold, and the sound of the storm was muffled by thick stone. Amanda peeled off her wet jacket, pulled on a dry fleece from her pack, and felt warmth return. She wrung out her damp hair, grateful for the simple comfort of dry clothes. The cave became a sanctuary, a place to regroup and recover. She watched the storm from her rocky shelter, lightning illuminating the rain like falling diamonds. Each flash revealed the wild beauty of the landscape, while thunder rolled through the valley, powerful but distant now. The thunder was less frightening now, the cave a protective cocoon. Amanda listened to the wind howl and the rain lash the earth, but inside, she felt safe, almost embraced by the earth itself. Amanda ate an energy bar, regaining strength as she listened to nature's wild symphony. The simple meal tasted better than any feast, her hunger sharpened by the day's adventure and the relief of safety. She felt awe and gratitude for the shelter nature had provided. The cave was more than just a refuge. It was a reminder of how the wilderness could both challenge and protect. The storm was powerful, but so was her resolve. Amanda realized that facing the elements had awakened a quiet strength within her, a determination to keep moving forward no matter what. Amanda realized she was stronger than she thought. The cave gave her space to reflect, to breathe, and to recognize her own resilience in the face of adversity. She waited, comforted by the ancient rock and the knowledge she'd made smart choices. The minutes passed slowly, but she felt calm, knowing she was exactly where she needed to be. The storm raged on, but Amanda was safe. Sheltered by stone and strengthened by her own courage, she knew she could weather any storm that came her way. Time seemed to slow to a crawl as Amanda listened to the relentless fury of the storm from the safety of her cave. The wind howled outside, rain drummed against the rocks, and thunder echoed through the valley, making the world feel both vast and isolated. Each flash of lightning illuminated the cave walls, casting strange shadows and reminding Amanda of the power of nature. She hugged her knees to her chest, focusing on her breath, letting the sounds of the storm wash over her. Gradually, the initial fear that had gripped her heart began to fade, replaced by a surprising sense of calm and deep reflection. Amanda realized she was safe for now, and that the cave was a sanctuary, not a prison. She allowed herself to relax, listening to the rhythm of the rain and the distant rumble of thunder, feeling a quiet strength growing within her. She felt a surge of pride in her quick thinking and preparedness. Her dry jacket had made all the difference, keeping her warm and comfortable despite the chaos outside. Amanda checked her gear, grateful for every item she had packed, and realized how important it was to be ready for the unexpected. Slowly, the thunder grew more distant. The rain softened to a gentle patter, and pale light began to creep back into the sky. The storm's grip on the land loosened, and Amanda could sense the world outside beginning to breathe again. Amanda waited patiently, resisting the urge to rush out. She knew it was safest to stay put until the storm had truly passed, trusting her instincts and respecting the unpredictable power of nature. As she sat in the quiet aftermath, Amanda reflected on the lessons she had learned. Respect nature's might, trust your instincts, and always be prepared for whatever may come. She realized that every challenge was an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. The storm had tested her limits, but it had also revealed her resilience and determination. Amanda felt a newfound confidence, knowing she could face adversity and come out stronger on the other side. As the sun finally broke through the clouds, Amanda smiled with relief and gratitude. She was safe, the worst was over, and she carried with her not just the memory of the storm, but the knowledge that she could weather whatever life might bring. The rain faded to a drizzle, then stopped. Sunlight broke through the clouds. Amanda stepped from the cave into a world washed clean and sparkling. She packed up, thanked her rocky shelter, and returned to the trail. The forest glistened, birds sang, and puddles reflected the blue sky. Amanda walked carefully, feeling stronger and more alive than ever. The storm had been frightening, but it left her with a sense of accomplishment. She reached her car, looking back at the peaceful mountains. Amanda knew she'd never forget this adventure. She'd faced nature's power and discovered her own. Crikey, what a day.